Welcome back to the Archive Network. Aurelius here with Malik, curators of the Civilization Archive. We left Achaemenid Persian Empire last time. At the end is now approaching. Today we pick up where we left off. Columns rise into the sky at Persepolis, a testament to grandeur and ambition. The reliefs carved into their faces narrate tales of unity and strength. Yet, if we look closer, we can see the fractures lurking beneath the surface. The empire, once thought unassailable, now reveals the first signs of decline, like cracks in a once pristine facade. History shows us that even the mightiest can fall, and we can learn from these echoes of the past.
Aurelius, that grandeur you describe can be pretty misleading. Sure, daily life at Persepolis might seem vibrant on the surface, but it hides a deepening crisis. While the musicians play their lively tunes and priests chant their prayers, discontent simmers just beyond the city walls. People are struggling. The unity you admire is slowly crumbling into discord, and it's the common folk who bear the brunt of it. They're the ones living in fear of what's coming next.
It's true, Malik. Daily life carries on, but it does so under a growing shadow. After Xerxes' death, palace intrigues spiral into chaos. Assassinations and shifting alliances become the norm. The royal court, which was once a bastion of authority, now transforms into a den of conspirators. We see trusted advisors turn on one another, and whispers of betrayal fill the halls. Power is no longer a matter of loyalty, but a game of survival, where every glance could hide a dagger.
But don't you see? The satraps you mention act like kings themselves, ruling with their own agendas. This isn't just a game of intrigue. It's a rebellion in the making. The loyalty that once held the empire together is fraying at the edges. Each assassination only deepens the fractures, hurting countless lives along the way. It's not just politics. It's personal. Families are torn apart, and I worry that we're heading for a collapse that's been brewing for years.
A compelling point. The ambitions of the satraps truly mirror the struggles faced by Roman provincial governors. They're not just after loyalty. They crave power and influence. Yet, we must remember that the empire's administration is anything but simple. In the midst of this chaos, there's still a glimmer of hope for stability, but it hinges on strong leadership. Without such guidance, the very foundations of our empire could crumble, leaving us vulnerable to outside threats and internal discord.
Leadership is one thing, but what about the people? The reports of missed rations and unpaid workers tell a different story. Families are struggling to put food on the table, and the economy is faltering. It's not just about the elite. Famine and neglect are driving the population to despair. Mothers worry about their children's futures. The cries of the people cannot be ignored. We have to listen to their struggles and understand the human cost of these decisions.
The economy? Yes. The cost of maintaining such a sprawling empire is staggering. We're talking about vast resources drained into the hands of a few. Even the royal road, once a symbol of connection, now feels dangerous and unreliable. Banditry and neglect plague its length, making travel a gamble. The vibrancy of trade is waning, and you can feel it in the air. It's a somber echo of the cracks in royal authority, a reminder that even the mightiest can falter.
But look at the cultural implications. The famed tolerance of earlier kings is eroding, and it's heartbreaking to see. Stricter religious controls are being imposed in a misguided attempt at unity. Instead of bringing people together, it only deepens resentment among the various communities. Families are torn apart, and traditions that once thrived now face suppression. Rather than fostering harmony, this approach breeds division, and I fear that rebellion is brewing just beneath the surface.
You're right, Malik. The edicts that were meant to unify us only end up sowing discord. It's a tragic irony when you think about it. The military, once the empire's backbone, now struggles to maintain order. We're starting to see cracks in the loyalty of satrapal armies. Their commitment is wavering, and this is where the empire's unity truly begins to fracture. We can't ignore how quickly loyalty can turn to doubt when stability is threatened.
Exactly. And this vulnerability is being exploited. Just look at Greece. Its failures embolden our enemies. The March of the 10,000 shows us that clearly. The Persian command is faltering, and it highlights just how porous the empire has become. It's not only about internal strife. The external threats are closing in on us fast. We can't ignore the real people behind these events. Families are caught in the crossfire, and their struggles are all too real.
A potent observation. Alexander's incursions clearly illustrate the fragility of Persian might. The battles at Granicus and Gaugamela are more than just skirmishes. They mark the palpable decline of a once mighty empire. The thunder of hooves that once signaled victory now echoes the sound of defeat. It's a stark reminder that even the greatest empires can crumble under pressure. History shows us that power is fleeting, and the rise of one often heralds the fall of another. We should take note.
And when Alexander's army storms Persepolis, it's more than just a lost battle. It marks the end of an entire era. The treasures built over centuries go up in flames, and the cries of families echo through the streets as they lose everything. This isn't merely a military defeat. It's the heartbreaking collapse of a civilization, where once vibrant lives are reduced to memories in the ashes of what used to be. We can't forget the human cost of such ambition.
Thus, the Achaemenid Empire's legacy is one of grandeur shadowed by decline. We see that the cracks in its foundations, once overlooked, ultimately led to its collapse. It's a powerful reminder that an empire's strength can easily morph into its own weakness. We might marvel at their achievements, but we must also recognize the vulnerabilities that lie beneath. This pattern is all too common in the rise and fall of great powers throughout history.
That's where we leave it this time. Achaemenid Persian Empire continues. The story isn't finished yet. Find a full series on the Civilization Archive, part of the Archive Network. We'll be back with the next chapter.